The story of the United States is a story of ideas freedom, opportunity, conflict, and constant reinvention. In the next 5 minutes, let's take a fast journey through how this country came to be what it is today. Long before America existed, millions of indigenous people lived across this continent. From the Iroquois in the northeast, to the Cherokee in the southeast, to the Navajo and Pueblo nations in the southwest, hundreds of tribes built rich cultures, trade networks, and systems of governance. This land was not empty, it was thriving. In the 1600s, European settlers mainly from England, Spain, and France began to arrive. Their arrival brought trade, but also disease, warfare, and the displacement of indigenous nations. Over time, 13 British colonies grew along the east coast. For generations, colonists lived under British rule, but as taxes and control mounted, a spirit of resistance began to brew. Taxation without representation became the rallying cry. After years of escalating tension, the colonies declared independence in 1776, sparking the American Revolution. Led by figures like George Washington, they fought a long and difficult war against the world's greatest military power and won. The new nation then drafted the Constitution, launching a bold new experiment in democracy. The 19th century was an era of rapid growth. The United States expanded across the continent through purchases, treaties, and wars, including the Louisiana Purchase and the Mexican-American War. But this expansion came at a devastating cost. It fueled the forced removal of indigenous peoples, like the tragic Trail of Tears, and entrenched the brutal institution of slavery in the South. The deep and bitter conflict over slavery eventually tore the nation apart. The Civil War, fought between the North and the South from 1861 to 1865, was the deadliest conflict in U.S. history. The Union's victory finally ended slavery, but the struggle for true equality was far from over. The period of Reconstruction attempted to rebuild the nation and secure civil rights for Black Americans. But it was met with fierce backlash, and an era of segregation and racial injustice followed. The early 20th century brought rapid industrialization and waves of immigration that reshaped American cities and culture. The U.S. entered World War I, battled the Great Depression, and then emerged from World War II as a global superpower. Post-war America saw massive growth highways, suburbs, and new technologies, but it also became a battleground for major social movements. The fight for equality gained powerful momentum. Leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. led the civil rights movement, which courageously fought to end segregation and expand voting protections. Inspired by this struggle, movements for women's rights, Native American rights, LGBTQ rights, and more followed, fundamentally reshaping the country's social and political landscape. From the 1980s onward, America moved into a digital, globalized era. The tech revolution transformed how we work and communicate. The attacks of 9/11 forever changed national security and foreign policy. Today, the United States remains a nation defined by intense debate, incredible diversity, and constant innovation, still wrestling with the complexities of its past while shaping its future. The history of the United States isn't a straight line. It's a complex mix of triumph and struggle, progress and setbacks. But through every chapter, one theme repeats: reinvention. This story isn't finished hand. We are all a part of what comes next. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more.